Hey friends, today we're about to do a southern smothered pork chop and we're gonna show you how to make it. Southern smothered pork chop. I dare you to say that 5 times fast. I'll tell you, it took me a couple times of introducing what this dish was in order to get that right. But in any case, let's get started. So for your pork chops, I definitely recommend going in with a bone-in pork chop. It really helps retain some of that moisture and flavor inside the meat itself. And then we're gonna mix up our dry ingredients or our seasonings. I like to go in with salt, white pepper. I'm totally obsessed with white pepper right now. Some garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, rosemary, basil, and thyme. And then you're gonna give that a good mix so that everything is really well mixed together before adding it to one side of your pork chop. So make sure that you get your grill pan nice and heated so it sears that pork chop when you put it down. But while that's heating, go ahead and mix up your seasonings and get them really well patted onto the one side and make sure that it's evenly distributed. You don't want, clunks of seasoning on one part of your pork chop. You really want it to be kind of all over, and then put them face down or seasoning side down on your grill pan, at which point you can go in and season the other side of them. Again, an even sprinkle and really pat those in. You can sear them for about 2 to 3 minutes each side. You don't really want them to be fully cooked because we are gonna fully cook them in the gravy that we're about to make. So in that same pan, you can go in with your butter and your shallot. If you don't have shallot, that's okay. An onion will do, or half an onion will do. And then your minced garlic. Give that a really good mix until everything is nice and fragrant and translucent. I know that that's a little bit hard with a grill pan because you really want to get into those divots, but you can do it, I promise. If I can do it, you can do it. And then you're gonna go in with your flour to create a paste. And then once it creates a paste, you can go in with some white wine to deglaze it, as well as your chicken broth. And then you're gonna give that a good mix, get it all nice and unclumped before going in with your milk. And once you add the milk, again, give it a good mix. Make sure you're getting in those divots of the grill pan, and then you can wait for that to thicken. Once it is thickened, go ahead and add back in your pork chops, and then make sure that you spoon that gravy mixture over all of the pork chops. Get them nice and smothered, as the title suggests, southern smothered pork chops. Get them all nice and smothered. You also want the seasonings on the pork chops to really flavor that gravy. And then you're gonna cook that until the pork chops are fully cooked and they reach an internal temperature of at least 145. And then plate them up, make sure to spoon over some of that gravy and enjoy. The best smothered pork chop I've ever had was right next to the Atlanta airport. And honestly, this one comes super, super close. It's so good.